Welcome to Embracing Infinity, exploring the infinite oneness in the space of love and truth. Host Jennifer Rose is an international spiritual medium, healer, channeler, mentor, and transformational guide. Her focus is encouraging individuals to know themselves within the lens of their divine heart and highest potential, to evolve within the frequency of love and peaceful harmony. Now, here's your host, Jennifer Rose.
Lori, I can't see myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Embracing Infinity. And I cannot see myself on screen. Lori, can you take me off and put me back on again, my darling? Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. There I am. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. That was a quick surprise. You never know how divine synchronicities give us a little test here and there. Welcome to Embracing Infinity. I'm Jennifer Rose, and we are on the Sacred Spiral Network. Happy Friday to everybody, and happy upcoming weekend, and happy summer. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying the warmer temperatures and the sunshine, although some of you might be too hot. So in that case, I hope you're finding a place to stay cool and comfortable. So looking forward to my upcoming guest, Ryan DeJonghe, who will be joining me very shortly to talk about his amazing and miraculous near-death experience here today. He has a lot of wisdom to share with all of us, and we're so looking forward to welcoming him into our community as well, too. So as you all are coming on, I just have a few short announcements coming on for the upcoming days ahead. Later on the Sacred Spiral Network, Kelly Brickle should be live with the Psychic Hour. I apologize, I've been so busy. I don't know her name or guess. I think it's Diane Burton. I think that's right. Forgive my memory. Followed by Spiritually Imperfect later today as well. So 2 more fun lives on the Sacred Spiral Network this Friday. Very excited for both of them. So you can have a quick snack, a lunch, a dinner, and then come back on and join us. This Sunday, everybody, is my For the Love of Spirit Sunday spiritual service. You can sign up to get the Zoom link over on my website at www.mediumjenniferrose.com. And the lovely Nancy Muratalla is our medium who will be sharing an inspired address and connecting with our loved ones in spirit. And of course, we always have Fran Pierce and Kelly Brickle. Us ladies are all part of what I like to call Team Angel. And everybody has a beautiful role to play in our service. It's a very divine, loving, safe space to be. So please do come join us. We would love to see you. We've got music, healing, poetry, inspiration, messages, and it's just such a loving community. So we'd love to see you. Followed by on Monday, we've got the Monday night lined up, Karen Bonafilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys, followed by Be in the Light with Brian Lahr, and my sister show, The Love Show. And I've got a lovely guest, Shannon Torrance, coming on to join me. And she is also a psychic medium and a voice actor and a podcaster as well from Magic is Real podcast. And we are going to be talking about love and sex addiction and her recovery and her journey with that as well, too. So it's going to be a very informative and inspiring hour to share together as well too. So please do join us for that. So thanks everybody for listening. I'm quite enjoying the summertime season. As you know, this is my season. So I've been a very happy girl. I've been really busy and I haven't had much time to enjoy the sunshine, but I know it's there and that makes me happy too. So, all right, my dear friends, let me just say hi to everybody who has joined us so far. And I've seen Miss Heidi Gull from Colorado is here. Welcome. Good to see you, Heidi. Thank you for joining us. Always so supportive. And the lovely Me in My Shadow is also here as well. Good to see you. Thank you also for coming on. You're also always so supportive. Everyone here is always coming on regularly and supporting us. So we're greatly appreciative. Hello, Linda Owen. Great to see you too from Wales, UK. Welcome, welcome. And there's my friend Jeffrey from SoCal. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Always bringing your love and positive energy. Hello, Miss Jennifer McCormick. Great to see you too over from the UK. So happy that you're here. Welcome, beautiful. Great to see you too. Hello, Brian Lahr. That's so funny. I do that too. I say, hey, kids. I do that too. We're doing great. Brian, how are you, my friend? And Brian is the host of Be in the Light over on Monday afternoon, evening, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern, and 12:30 a.m. in the UK. Super fabulous guy. So make sure you see his show on Monday as well before you come on the Love Show. Presh Pandey, hello, hello, welcome. Good to see you here. So happy that you've joined us. And Miss Vivian Ishimaru from Hawaii, good to see you too. Ashley Page, good to see you too. All of our beautiful friends, we love you so much. Claire Louise, good to see you too. Claire Louise, a beautiful medium, I believe over from the UK, and she helped Ryan and I find each other. So we give you all the credit, my friend. So thank you, beautiful, for doing that for us too. Jennifer Ballard Mitolo, hello, hello to you too. Sunshine and sparkles, my friend. Good to see you. So a lot of love here in the house, everybody, as we're all starting to come on and join us too. All right, without further ado, let us welcome my special guest today, Ryan James DeJonghe.
Hi, everybody. Oh, this is so great. Yeah, I love the amount of love being displayed right now.
There's a lot of love.
Yeah, the comments are alive. The energy is great. Man, it's so amazing to witness and be here. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. How's it feel to be on the other side?
Wow.
You're usually
Like
doing the
I
interviewing.
could only pray that my guests feel this much love when they come onto my podcast. This is pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody here is so kind. So you've come into a very loving, supportive community, and so we're all like family here too. So it's pretty awesome. And hello to Carol, who's joined us as well too. So I know the live experience is a little bit different because you do your podcast recorded too,
Right.
but it's so cool. Yeah, yeah. So you should try it. You should try it sometime.
Yeah, I've been going live on YouTube, and it's definitely not this comment ridden. Like, this is really cool to see. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun. So I'm so happy you're here, Ryan. Real quick,
Me
I'm going to
too.
read your bio for everybody. You made it nice and easy. And everybody for who's just getting to know Ryan James DeJonghe is the founder of Transwell Health and the new school with a K of Overflowing Love. He is a former pastor and NDE survivor. His path has taken him through Reiki, shamanism, hypnosis, and stand-up comedy. That's so cool. You can find his YouTube channel, give him a subscribe over at Transwell Official. And we've got his new school of Overflowing Love. The link for that is on the banner right below that you can see. It's school.com with the K /I love you /about. And on Facebook, you can find him at Ryan DeJonghe as well too. So again, you made that very easy for me.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You've been through a lot, and you've literally come out on the other side, and you've got quite a story to tell. So we'll start at the beginning when you were little, and would have started with some religious upbringing, and we'll start there, and then we'll move forward in time.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was really little, there's a lot of crying, a lot of sleep, a lot of diaper changes. Yeah.
You are a comedian, aren't you, Ryan?
And a little bit later in life, when I was walking, yeah, I say I had two seeds that were planted in me. One was, I'm trying to lighten it, not make it, because it's so light, and like this is like heavenly being here. It was just,
It
I'll
is,
say,
but we can hold space. We can hold space
yeah, we can hold
for
space. Yeah,
deepness here.
so
We
one
get very
seed,
deep. So
yeah,
yeah,
one
go for it.
one
You've got
one seed,
this.
one seed was the childhood sexual abuse, being dragged into the basement and being felt like the metaphor I had was being like a used tissue, just like pulled out of the box, not having any say in what I want, not having any autonomy, and just being used and discarded. The other seed that was planted in me was, I don't know where I got this. It was these old cassettes that were in that plastic binder, and you had to pull them out, and it was the Tony Robbins cassettes. And I think it was
Mhm.
something empowering. It was empowering. So I just had that going in me the entire time. And those things were pivotal in growing the tree of Ryan. And then that's where I'm at today, following that tree and all the different paths that we'll get to here in a moment.
Wow. So you had this early childhood trauma, which I know many of our viewers and listeners can also relate to as well too. And what is interesting about that, it was combined with this spiritual um, information that you were also taking in at the same time. So it's like you had the light and the dark sort of
Mm,
happening in your psychic reality and your physical reality at the same time. That does plant a couple of seeds.
yeah,
Okay. Wow. Okay.
yeah,
And then moving forward, then there's also some religious trauma too. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
let's talk about that.
sure, and it was pleasant. The church, well, along that path too is, and around that same time, my dad would play in a lot of tennis tournaments, and my mom would work at a hospital. And then so my dad would bring me to the tennis tournaments during the whole day and leave me in the van alone and just with a piece of paper and a pen. And then so my imagination has always been stimulated in that way.
Yeah.
And there's even one time where the van went down the hill. I don't know if he didn't put the parking brake on. And whee! And then he
Oh
ran off the
my.
tennis. Yeah, he ran off the tennis court and found me just content in the van. Uh, and the church itself was a Methodist church. It wasn't exciting at all. It was very boring homily. And then I ended up joining the Marines. And I was like, now that's an interesting experience because people that look at me now are like, you do not look like a United States Marine or act like a Marine.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted to be kind of like, this has nothing to do with politicalness. It's just an example because I'm from Ohio and I wanted to follow the path that JD Vance did, and the fact that being from Ohio, joining the Marines, going into law, and becoming a
Mhm.
US Senator. That was the path I wanted to be. So I joined the speech and debate club. That's what I wanted to do. And so in the
Yeah.
Marine Corps was when I found this very interesting church, is a Pentecostal type church. And yeah, the spirit moved. And
Wow.
a couple things I just want to highlight in that experience. It was a long experience and eventually led me to leave the Marine Corps and go into seminary. One was when I first went into the church service. Some of you may have seen this Phil Collins video where he's this television evangelist and money is falling from the ceiling. His hair is greased back. And that's what was my experience. I didn't trust the place I was in. And yet
Mhm.
something compelled me to go back. And when I went back, the wife of the preacher greeted me, said, "Hello, Ryan, welcome." And just the fact that that extension of love and calling my name and recognizing me in that space, that's what kept me coming back. Something simple, just
Yeah.
a gesture of love. And then there's many stories to tell there. One of them is that while I was a preacher, and this could be for anyone that's, I'm sure you may experience this, Jennifer, in your practice, is when I would plan out the message, research the Greek words and the Hebrew words, and get a nice outline, that service was dead. When I went up there with a message in me and bubbled up, that's when miracles happened. That's when the
Yeah.
service was alive. I could distinctly remembering, I don't remember most of the words I was saying in this one particular service, but I do remember at some point in the middle of the service, I wiped the sweat from my brow and said, "This message was brought to you by the Holy Spirit."
Amen, brother. I can feel that. I can feel that. I can feel that. Now, is the Pentecostal church more? I'm not super familiar with all the different. I'm not very
Yeah,
church,
yeah,
but
yeah. This
is
is
it
the
more
one where,
religious than the Methodist church, or was it kind of
so yeah, so
evangelical?
Methodist is very formulaic. They sing hymns, they give a homily, they have a children's time at the beginning. The Pentecostal is
Um,
rolling on the floor, speaking in tongues.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's a little
dancing
more
in the
fun.
aisles. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of like gospel. Yeah, it's like going to a gospel
yeah,
church, right? Okay, very cool. Now, is this the same church that you got removed from or kicked out of for bringing
yeah,
homeless people
yeah.
in?
So I
Okay,
was called
so
to
it had a
be.
dark side too, sadly.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
and it all comes to man, the patriarchy.
Yeah,
And I got in trouble a few times for bringing homeless people to church. Go figure.
go figure.
And then, and then it was, I was compelled by the words of Jesus, the man Yeshua, who said that these things you're going to be able to do, and even greater. And I'm
Mm,
looking around, I'm like, I don't see the lame walk. I don't see the blind to see, you know, like what's going on here. And so I left. I left what I call the little church because I felt like God was boxed in this thing we call God, this,
yeah.
this indescribable word, this sense that we feel, the spirit, this other realm.
Mhm.
And so I walked away
Yes.
from that and I lost my way, became really depressed and life, life.
Oh, yes. Life. Yes. I
And
can relate.
yeah, and that brings us to the NDE where I was literally I'm getting chills right now thinking about it,
Yeah.
because interestingly, and tears in my eyes because I was on the cliff, a literal cliff, with a knife in my hand, wanting to take my life and praying to God, saying, "God, I don't have the courage to do this. Please take my life." And the reason I have tears in my eyes is because that same spot yesterday, a man took his life. I just wanted to
Oh,
hold a moment of space for him and his
oh,
family. Um,
I got chills too.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that was,
wow.
yeah, um, yeah. So
Oh, oh
God bless his
my.
family. Yeah,
Oh, I can feel that.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's kind of hard not to feel.
I,
Yeah.
I was feeling it before we even went live, and I was like, "What is this?"
Mm,
And so you feel
mm,
sometimes you feel it, but you don't always know until later
yeah,
what that's about.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. My goodness.
yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
So in
All
that
right.
spot, a week later, God answered my prayer. And I was out to eat with my family, and my parents were visiting. And we talk about these synchronicities because it wasn't
Yes.
supposed to happen. Something happened with my mom's shoulder where she wasn't able to visit until that day. And we were out with them, my wife at the time, and my two kids. My 3-year-old son was next to me. It was
Oh,
at Red Robin. And I remember my last words could have been, "Yes, I would like some more fries." Of all the last words, can you imagine? Those were the last words I said. And then
oh my
when God
goodness.
answered my prayer, and it was lights out. And to this day, the doctors don't really know what happened. So with the heart, there's a heart attack where it's a plumbing issue. You got the clogged arteries that could lead to cardiac arrest. Some football players, both American football and world football, have cardiac as an electrical issue. And that happened to me just sitting there, and it was instant. And I just
Yeah.
dropped over onto my 3-year-old son at the time, just instant collapse, like no warnings, no dizziness, no
Oh my gosh.
pain, just instant death. My face was turning blue from what people were saying. There's that death gurgle that people hear, is as if the spirit was leaving the body. Um, and a lot of things in that moment were, again, synchronized. One, that my parents being there. Two, there's an off-duty firefighter that was at 9/11, came over and immediately started CPR. There just happened to be the mall security that had the
Wow.
AED lesson. They were going to teach a lesson on how to use it and is out and ready to go. And they
Oh,
came to immediately shock me. And then here's a story I like to tell. While I was away, my mom was screaming, "Jesus, don't let him die. Jesus, don't let him die." Just kept screaming that. And this man came over and embraced her. and turned her away. And when I was shocked back the first time, ended up being shocked 74 times.
Oh
When I was
my
shocked
God.
back the first time, he told her, "The Lord has answered your prayer."
Oh my God. Okay, let's just stop there for a second. And hello to everybody who's joined us. Welcome. Thank you for being here and joining us. This is getting really good. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a lot of synchronicities. And thanks everybody for the hashtag lives, the hearts, the subscribes, tags, shares, etc. Greatly appreciated. So you prayed to God to die,
Mm,
and then he answered your prayer, sorta, with a wink, wink.
Yep.
You were one of those people that literally just went like this, because that's, I
Yeah.
mean, I've heard other stories of like that, you know.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, your poor son, your family, God bless them. So
Yeah.
oh,
Hashtag trauma.
oh, yes, yes. But then all of the right people are there to save you. And your mother doesn't know this is happening, but she does know.
Mm-hmm.
And this man comes and tells her things he should not know either.
Mm.
You can't make this stuff up. Like, this is
Yeah, getting the goosebumps. I
Yeah.
believe that man
Wow.
was Melchizedek. We hear about angels unaware,
Mhm.
because the reason I say that is because Melchizedek didn't have any lineage. He's the king of Salem, or the king of peace, and no one saw that man aside from my mom. Later on, we went back to go meet the heroes. I met the paramedics, I met the firefighter, I met the nurse, I met the restaurant owners who gave me free meals for life at the restaurant because I brought so much customers there, because people were like, "Oh, there's a red robin," and then in the news reports. So they're like, "Ryan, you saved our business."
Wow.
Yeah, but
Oh my
the
goodness.
thing is, no one saw the man. The man disappeared. Even at that moment, after he said that to my mother, he's gone. And then
what a
yeah,
collection of miracles. And I
yeah.
mean, even beyond synchronicities, I would call these miracles. And I think maybe this is what we all need to hear today, Ryan. You know, people are, you know, it's been a heavy, energetic year with so much going on, and we need to remember that the divine is still present, and that there are things beyond which we can know and understand, and we don't know how everything's going to work out.
Yes.
And wow, this is a wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay,
now
my
we'll
friend.
talk about, you're talking about miracles, and these goosebumps just aren't going away.
Yeah, mine neither. I'm covered head to toe. Wow.
So that was happening to my body while I was away. While I was away, what I felt was perfect peace. The Bible talks about it's beyond understanding, it's beyond description. No bills to pay, no kids to get to soccer practice, just perfect peace. I was nowhere and everywhere at once. I was nobody and everyone all at once.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I felt what I can only describe as a loving, healing energy coming to me. And I knew it was coming from India. I don't know how. I just knew, like I could sense it. When I was revived, and after they revived me, they put me into coma. And when I came out of the coma, my dad later told me that he had started a prayer chain that went around the world. And there was a church in India that was congregated together to pray for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm guessing that, you know, this is just amazing. I'm guessing that, you know, that your story resembles other near-death experiencers as well too.
Right.
There's one gentleman I had on last year named Drew Brophy, and he's a surfer and artist, and he said the nowhere and everywhere too. And he was aware of the prayers too. It's just so beautiful. It's so fascinating.
Yes.
And,
yes.
were you greeted by any other beings, or received intelligence at that time, or understandings that you
Those are
can
great.
remember?
Those are great questions. So yeah, when I woke up and looking back on it, I had two questions. One, what's my purpose for being here? And then two,
Yeah.
how do I tap into that peace, that potentiality, that
Mhm.
great isness? How do I tap into that here in this life?
Yes.
Uh, the interesting thing in looking back in that in my studies, because I studied a bunch of spiritual practices, religions since then, and a lot of my other NDE experiencers have seen the light. Where I was
Yeah.
total darkness, which is
Yeah.
interesting to me because the Essenes, the school that taught Jesus, uh, they are the only spiritual tradition I know of that believe God is in the darkness. And that kind of makes sense to me because before there's light, there's darkness. What's
Yes.
behind the light? The light comes from the darkness. And so that's
Yeah.
the only like real message or thing that I noticed besides the
Creation
peace.
happens in the dark. Yeah, creation
Yeah.
happens in the dark. If you think of the womb where babies are made,
Mm, mm,
if you think of black holes,
yeah,
exploding out, and all, the Big Bang theory, right?
right.
Um, yeah, yeah, that makes sense
And
to
the
me
yin and
too.
the yang, the yin, the
Yeah,
feminine energy that you mentioned, the womb. I appreciate that because another synchronicity because I was just reading today in
yeah,
the Tao Te Ching about the that creative energy. It never exhausts. It's just eternal. It just can
yeah,
keep on going. And I love that. Yeah.
yeah. It's continuous evolution, creative
Mm,
evolution,
yeah.
no ending.
No ending.
No,
Yeah.
no ending.
No
Yeah.
ending.
I can relate a little bit to what I've had what I call my living ND, so I didn't actually
Mm,
like lose my heartbeat or lose my brain function, but I was in a massive spiritual awakening, and my hemoglobin levels were dangerously low, and I didn't
mm,
know it. And so I was in a trance like state a lot,
mm,
and so I remember, I don't remember all of it, but I had a lot of crazy experiences. So I'm familiar with some of what you speak of, that understanding of being in the all that is. And it took me out of the illusion of separation.
mm,
So I always know
mm.
I'm spiritual being human, but
Right.
sometimes, some days I feel very, very human, but I always know I'm spiritual. Like
Yes.
I've never lost that, but I can understand sort of, as you become more and more grounded in this reality post
Mm,
experience,
mhm.
that desire to sort of feel that such a close connection that you had
Right.
then, to keep it all the time. And I do believe that we will and are getting there. It
Mm.
just, we have to ground that energy into this.
Yeah.
Like, we're here to go there, receive it, remember it, and then bring it in
Mm.
here to do
Right.
with it. And that's how we get there too. Um, did did you wake up now? Am I missing anything? So I want to make sure I don't miss anything before waking up, when they actually 74 shocks later
Yeah.
revived you. Were we still at Red Robin at this time, or in the hospital,
I
or?
was in the hospital at that time, yeah. At
Okay.
the yeah, and I
Wow.
didn't yeah, nothing, I mean, there's stories there. That's the crux of it. That's the essential pieces. I mean, I remember my mom putting a cross on my shoulder. And I remember being shocked so many times I couldn't see. I was blind. All the whites of my eyes were red. There were scars on my body from where they'd been shocking me. It's definitely,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So it definitely started my quest. And it's interesting you say the word trance because that's where I'm at now with the hypnosis.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yes.
There's some paths we could talk about that took me to get here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wait. It seems like we all share, anyone who's had, uh, divine experiences, I'll call it like that.
Right.
There's these similarities that are sort of woven into it too. So
Yes. Yeah, it's all coming to light.
yeah.
Even science is pointing at that. I have a hypnotist friend. He works at Baylor University, and they're doing a study now of people that had NDEs versus
Mhm.
people that go under trance versus people that use psychedelics, and comparing
Yeah.
the different aspects of that.
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
kind of
Because I
all
was in
points
a
to the same thing.
It does, it does. I was in a full-blown, Kundalini awakening at the time too, and I
Mm,
was already
mm,
experienced in trance mediumship, so it was just the perfect combination of crazy
yeah.
to get me there too. Lynn is asking, was the man she may have missed that part, that your mother
Yeah.
spoke to an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah. So, Lynn, he was saying he believed it to be Macaulay. You can say his name better than me.
Yeah, Melchizedek. It's interesting because not only is there in the Jewish tradition talks about Melchizedek in the Christian tradition, but also
Melchizedek, yeah.
in the great book, The Alchemist. And the
Yes,
central
yes.
character in that was visited by this mysterious king that came out of nowhere that looked plain clothes, but underneath his plain clothes was a breastplate of jewels. And he's very
Oh,
wise.
wow.
He knew the future. He was essentially a medium, and it was really cool. Yeah.
That is really cool too. And Jennifer is understanding what you were saying about the yin and yang, the balance of energies, the
I love
masculine
that.
and the
Yeah, and I'm a
feminine.
Libra
Yeah.
too, so that's all good. I love
Ooh,
seeing those
very cool.
scales.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Lynn's like 74. You are a
Yeah.
survivor and then some.
Yeah, I had no idea why this doctors kept going. That's not the usual treatment. I went through a crash cart and a half. I used up all the different medicines in the crash cart. I used up all the energy of the juice, so I had to bring in a second set of paddles and even more medicine. So yeah, that was an experience.
That's just amazing. So if anybody missed this part, he had a sudden heart attack, not the kind that's caused by clogged arteries, just out of nowhere heart attack, and um, dropped suddenly. But there was everything needed to save his life, like
Mm,
the machine and a rescue worker outside and people who all knew what to do.
mm,
I know that was a synopsis, but had those people not been present, the timing may have not worked out in your favor, right? Arnie
right.
is saying that angel is part of the blue rose.
I'm
Oh,
writing that
of
down. I
course.
don't know what that
Of course.
means, the blue rose.
Yeah,
I'm going to look that up
I
later.
I read about that quite a while ago, so it's not up front in my memory, but of course I've read about that.
Yeah.
Too.
It's like once you
Okay.
go down one rabbit hole, then it's like three more appear behind you. It's like, oh
Oh,
man, there's more
I know
rabbit holes.
I know this rabbit hole very well, my friend. I I kind of like it, to be honest.
Yes, exactly.
Like, it makes life more interesting. So how long ago was this that you had your NDE?
2011.
2000. Okay. So it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years. Um, what was it like when you first woke up in the hospital? Like, did you tell anybody your story? Did they believe you, or were you
Mm,
confused? How did that go? Or were there
yeah,
people who had seen
that's
it before?
yeah, those are great questions. Yeah, so the first thing I saw, because I was coming to, and I was trying to snap and get attention of a nurse or something, and a priest showed up. I was like, uh-oh. I thought I was going to be given the last rites. I was scared. I was really
Oh my
scared.
goodness.
Yeah. And then yeah, it was difficult to process all of that because of a stressful marriage I was in and a lot of trauma in that, both physical and emotional abuse. And so being able to be spiritual and explore those weird things. Like I remember one time I say, I feel like I have a blockage right here. It's like in front of me. Like I was like, there's something like stuck right here. And my wife just, that was the beginning of the divorce process there. She's, just, what are you talking about?
Oh, and she didn't understand that. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you
Or in Harry Potter
you were
fans, she was a total muggle.
oh dear. Oh dearest. It is hard if your partner doesn't understand your spiritual awakening. It's very challenging because there's some things like people just don't get it because they haven't been
Yeah.
through it too. Some are able to be supportive regardless, and some aren't. So I'm sorry that you experienced that. So
It's the
that
path.
yeah, it
Look at
is
this. Plenty of people are here in a loving environment, and the path has taken me
absolutely.
to wonderful places.
I know, isn't it great? And but I do understand because many people, when they have experiences like this and spiritual awakenings, their life changes dramatically. So
Mm,
job changes, relationship changes, moving. I have a
mm.
feeling you've had a whole lot of that since then.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that it's very common. Okay, and then Arnie, he's going to give us a little. He said Melchizedek's Order of the Blue Rose. Uh, Someone's okay. Keith is saying turning in the opposite direction. I don't know what you mean from that. Sorry, I don't know what that means. Let me see. For less or something. I don't know what that means, but thanks for joining us here.
Yeah.
And anyway, I apologize. I'm not understanding your message, but yeah. Okay. So you started this school of unconditional love.
Mm,
And I imagine that your near death experience and how much it changed you, and the love
mm,
and the peace that you experienced when you were on the other side or crossing the veil contributed to that. So
mm.
this is about your purpose now that you've found you. So your question during your NDE was, "What is my purpose?" It sounds
Yeah.
like they didn't tell you.
No, yeah, that has been a quest, the hero's journey, right? And then that
Yes.
involved started with meditation, and then it became an introduction into Reiki and sitting with
Yeah.
people in hospice for over 2 years and just communicating non-verbally with people that are dying.
Yeah.
And that taught me a lot. And then becoming a shaman, and then I kind of teetered with that idea of stand-up comedy, like transmuting the pain into humor and healing, because the Bible does talk about humor as a medicine.
Yes.
And that didn't quite fit. And then I landed in the world of hypnosis. I was like, okay. So in this world among my peers, I've interviewed some of the top hypnotists around the world, and now I'm interviewing some of
Wow.
the best mediums and shaman and energy workers, and I'm finding the answers I've been looking for about how do we tap into that unlimited possibility, that potential, that perfect peace here in earth. And in that, I'm trying to translate that into a book I'm working on, a little a little preview, a little teaser trailer, and it's called The Tao of the Laundry. What
Cadell
I
of the
The
laundry,
Tao of the Laundry, right?
like as in laundry room, as in fold your
Yes,
clothes.
because
How cool is that? I love it.
I
I
remember
love it.
specifically I'm here in my basement, and over there is the laundry, and it was my daughter, my teenage daughter at the time. Just, there's dryer lint on the floor. Her clothes were still wet. Just there's plenty of reasons to allow life to be life to be fully human. And in that
Yeah.
moment, I remember Thich Nhat Hanh talking about the meditation of washing the dishes. I'm like, I forget this. There's a Japanese word about that means that one moment where the lights and the tree leaves, they'll never be like that again. And I looked at that dryer lint on the floor, sitting in the dirty water. I was like, this will never be like this again. And it just was a moment of peace and happiness
Yeah.
when it could have been a moment of anger. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, that makes a good title for a book.
Oh, I love it.
Bec-
That's so cool. That's so cool that you were able to make that connection like that too. I love it
yeah.
because it's
Not
absolutely
always,
true.
but getting
Because
there.
yeah, so you oh, of course, well, we're human, right? So, but you understand the how everything is connected. I know that sounds cliche, but that's what I
Yeah.
experienced too. So
Yeah.
even every little particle, every little grain of sand, it literally is all connected. There's
Yes.
a rhyme and a reason
Yes.
to all of it too. And
Yes.
it's the quantum field. And when you take a little visit in there, you're like, oh my God, it's all connected.
Yes.
Even things that are man-made, you like dryer lint, it's connected. It's part of all of this.
Yeah, even the
Yeah.
dryer lint. Yeah.
Even the dryer lint, even a grain of sand.
I just want to highlight how intelligent and wise your viewers are. They're talking. Someone
Yes.
posted that Japanese word I was looking for. Someone talks about Melchizedek. It's like that's so
Oh,
cool.
yes, yes, yes. Miss Vivian, she's from Hawaii and she has Japanese heritage, and so she knows. I don't
Oh,
want to butcher the word Ichigo Ichi.
yeah, Vivian.
Oh my, oh my
Yeah, I want to
goodness.
talk to
Okay.
Vivian because yeah,
Uh,
later.
okay.
So yeah, so about the school. So
Okay.
the quest of bringing
Ah,
that
okay.
making them.
Keith
I
is
love
talking
that.
about as above, as below, as within,
Yeah.
as without, making the mundane blissful.
All
Yes,
of that, it
yes.
all connect all these rabbit
Thank you.
holes, I think, lead to the same place that
Yeah,
we're all talking about right now. There's
they
this
do.
place where the Mad Hatter and the Cheshire Cat and the caterpillar with a
Yeah.
hookah, they're all sitting down there waiting for us.
Aren't they though?
Yeah,
And then you find out you're not only Alice, but you're
right.
all of them at the same time. You're the Mad
Yes.
Hatter and
Oh, man, yeah.
and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
those
yeah.
characters.
I love that. Yeah,
Oh, it's
we're
crazy. Yes.
like Joseph Campbell talks about, we're all the Hindu gods, we're all of them. We're Vishnu as well as Krishna and yeah.
It's that's very true. You're very well educated and spoken on spiritual matters, as you're correct, as our community is a way to understand the integration of the light and the dark, that is the path to wholeness. That
Mm,
is literally what's going to drive our evolution. So we need more people to have these basic understandings of that, what the light and the dark is in all of us. It's part of the human psyche and collective psyche too, but with the understanding and sort of the acceptance and the giving of love to that, that's how you enter
mm,
into that holy space and
mm.
and evolve the consciousness and the frequency,
Yes,
right?
which brings us back to my school.
Yes,
That's
let's
going
do
on the
it.
banner underneath, yeah.
Yes. Okay. The School
So
of Unconditional Love. Oh,
yeah. So I was struggling for a little bit or late last year about my hypnosis practice where I charge people money for what? I can't charge for this that we're doing here. It just doesn't
well, you
feel
have to
in
pay your
alignment.
bills, Ryan.
Yeah, so I've been able to monetize the things with like chronic pain. I can help people with chronic pain and charge for that. This the school is donation based, totally free. There's no difference pay or not. And the idea is we're going to do some experiments in love and this quantum entanglement and prove some of the quantum physics. The first experiment that we have is we have a farmer, and I'm getting those chills again. We have a farmer in New Mexico who's going to plant two areas of seeds. We'll call it field A, field B. And the farmer won't know. He'll take a picture of A and B and send it to me. And then in my group, I will choose which one that we're going to pray for. We're going to send light and love to one of those fields. So it's a double blind experiment. And so we're going to send love and light to either A or B, and then we're going to see what happens. I've seen several experiments like this in the past that have worked. And then from there, then we're going to do groups where we're going to form groups and send love and light towards each other and then to people and to war environments, to people with, so this is it. I've been chasing for this, that peace. And there's two things that's going to
Yes.
happen here. One, I do know that miracles will happen, whether it's those seeds growing, whether people get spontaneously healed of cancer, those are miracles. Yet that is not the true outcome. Even though those are cool and great and amazing, the true outcome will be what happens when a community gathers together with a common purpose and love and light and raising the consciousness of one another. That will be the true miracle that's happening here at the school.
Uh, it's blessed and beautiful and divinely protected and connected for you. I can feel that.
And
Oh,
shout
that's
out to
absolutely.
Claire. I don't know if
I
she's
love
still
it.
watching from the
I know.
UK. She met with me and she's like, you have this feminine spirit with you who's saying, go ahead and start your school. Go ahead and start your church of
Oh, I
love.
love it.
And then so
That's
it's
beautiful.
it's
Yeah.
began.
Yeah. Miss Claire connected us. So I was interviewed on
Yeah.
Ryan's podcast, and that will be coming out soon too. But you made it
Yes.
onto mine before, and so just the synchronicity is all over the place. It's
Hmm.
so cool. I love that. And Ryan, I understand you very much too, because like you, I charge for services, but I also have donation based services, and I
Hmm.
have my Sunday service, and
Right.
exactly. So we're both kind of doing the same thing in different ways too.
Right.
So
Right.
I just wanted to validate that you've got it all together too, and you're also your healing work in your being a comedian too,
Mm.
like being funny absolutely is healing. One of my BFFs
Yeah.
is a high, I would say a very highly experienced Reiki healer, but she is also a
Mm.
comedian too. My son was born funny, so
Yeah.
even though he's more scientifically minded, he knows he's a healer because he
Mm.
makes people laugh, and it's so cool. So it is a gift that you have. That's part of your essence that you came into this
Mm.
world with.
Mm.
So I just want to give a little love to that part of
I
you.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And it goes
Yeah,
back to the preacher days when I try to
yeah.
manufacture it. I remember one of the funniest and accurate compliments I ever got was from a bartender at one of my shows. And he's like, Ryan, you're so funny. How come you're not funny when you're behind a microphone? And when
Because
you
you're
try to
trying.
construct the jokes and you try to force it, just like in
Yeah.
comedy improv, when you try to force the joke, it doesn't, when it comes out and you
Mhm.
find the funny thing in life, like the unusual things, those synchronicities, and you're like,
Yeah.
now that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's a sign of intelligence too. So just gonna add that to your.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to go meditate and do some ego checks later.
That's a I'm a person who loves to give people's ego some love
Yeah,
because our
yeah.
ego is a part of us too, and it gets so much bashing, bad ego, and I'm just like, no,
Yeah,
I love your
especially from the
ego, I love
self.
my ego.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's good to get it from
it's part
others.
of
And I
us.
appreciate the
Yeah,
work that you're doing too, of
it's
course.
part of
Yeah.
us. Thank you. Miss Vivian is acknowledging the spiritual energy flowing between. It
Mm,
is quite divine. That's very true. And your part about what you're doing in your school, Keith was saying, focused attention, beautiful,
mm.
and like programming water, like
Yeah.
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 Um, I remember that guy did that. Yasimoto or something like that.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes.
afraid of saying the name wrong, but he did the experiments with
Yeah.
the water as well too. And Keith is also doing intuitive healing work. That's wonderful, Keith.
Excellent.
The smooth healer. That's so cool. And
We
Miss
need more
Claire
of
is
that.
still here.
Yeah. We need more of that. Yeah.
Shout out to Claire.
Shout out to Claire. Yeah. I believe Claire told me she did something similar with water too.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. I love it. I love it too. Okay. Parts integration, shall we? Yes, we shall. That's right up
Yeah,
our
I love that,
alley.
Keith. Yes, parts integration,
Yes.
yeah. In the hypnosis world, we
Oh,
call it ego states. There's the internal family systems. Yeah,
yeah.
it's interesting that parts work. It's kind of wild, and I love when the parts come together. And I've noticed that because we began
Yeah.
this episode with that child that was abused, and that there's
Yeah.
that protector, and when that child wants to become vulnerable and open, that protector comes out and has been angry
Yeah.
like through the life. That protector has been doing a great job of keeping that
Yeah.
child, and now that they're walking hand in hand integrated, it's just wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that too. Because um, I think people can sometimes get mad at their protectors because the way that they protect seems to go sideways in the
Yeah.
methods, right? Because often the protectors are less mature parts and they can come off, maybe as angry or avoidant or um, dismissive or contemptuous
Mhm.
or things like that. But I do understand that they are just trying to protect the innocent in us
Mhm.
too. So when we get them to work together and all be on board the bus in one common goal, and now
Yeah.
Ryan, you've become not the parent, not just the parent to your teenagers, but the parent to yourself, to your little ones, so that your protectors can kind of, you know, stand down and and let you run the show.
Now that's funny. You scared me a little bit when you said teenagers, because okay, I've been working with the inner child, the small boy. I don't know if I've come up with the teenage Ryan yet. I'm a little nervous about that one because I had two. They're both in their 20s now. That's yeah. So I'm a little scared to see what. But you know, God help me, Spirit help me.
Yeah. Well, I like to do parts work right before I go to bed and right in the morning too, because that's when you're basically, everything is calmed down and it's just you and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you and you. So then it's like, okay, I'm not having to, you know, we shift a little bit for everybody that we encounter during the day too. We're constantly shifting. And now that we're back and that's why a lot of people sometimes don't like being alone, because that vulnerability is so uncomfortable. Right. So now I'm in my more vulnerable self. And it's like, okay, anyone in there want to have a conversation?
Yeah.
Who do we need to talk to? Who's got something to say? We just do a little team meeting, board of directors meeting.
Pass the pencil, the speaking stick to them, and let them talk for a little bit.
But that's when it's quiet enough in your mind that you can. And when we have a lot of mind chatter, that could just mean that everybody's wanting to say something at once. And so that's like, okay. But eventually with the integration, the mind gets quieter. It really does. It's just not so noisy and chatty.
Yeah. And I love, and maybe Vivian can clue us in on this one, is the Huna practice. I know I'm going to butcher this word.
Emoto. Thank you, Vivian, for correcting me.
She's good. She got the Japanese and the
I'm
Hawaiian.
like, Yasimoto. Oh, that's terrible. I said that. I apologize, Dr. Emoto. Thank you, Vivian.
Yeah, thank you, Vivian.
Vivian is a psychiatrist as well, too.
Cool. Wonderful. Yeah, I'll definitely be dropping her a message on Facebook after this. Send me details. So what I like to do, a quick parts work and that alignment of all those parts within the integration, is that Huna practice of, again, mispronouncing it. You can only do certain stuff with 14 letters in your alphabet, the Ho'oponopono. And that's I love standing in the shower at night and visualizing washing my day off and going through that and then putting my hands on my chest and just saying, I'm sorry. You know, whether it's the shame I carry, whether it's the guilt, the limiting belief, the self-talk, whatever it is, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And then just that gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you. I love you.
It's perfect.
It's so perfect. And then waking up in the morning, having that gratitude first thing in the morning. You mentioned that morning and evening, just that perfect mindset of, okay, what am I grateful for? And usually I try to find the thing that irritated me the day before.
I love that.
It's easy to say thank you for my dog laying on my feet, you know, and thank you for the AC. It's thank you for, you know, I talked about teenagers and laundry. Thank you for, you know, my daughter putting that laundry on the floor, teaching me how to hold that sacred moment of the dryer lit.
That's so cool. Oh, I love that so much. I find the practice of gratitude really helps if you're having trouble sleeping, or if you've woken up and you're trying to go back to sleep and the mind wants to kick in and problem solve. If you go into gratitude, it really seems to calm the nervous system down, so you can get to sleep or go back to sleep or stay asleep. Yeah.
It's the seeds of miracles.
It's the seeds of miracles.
Yeah.
Oh, the seeds of miracles. Maybe that's the name of your book.
Okay, I am writing that down. I love that.
I think you should.
Yeah. When I write it, I'll reach back out to you to do the little like tag on it.
All right. Miss Vivian saying, visit me anytime. Mary Coombs, hello. Thank you for joining us. She says such power. She's a sound healer. She's very lovely.
Oh,
Such
I love
powerful
sound healing.
healers and
Yeah.
loving energy to pull you through. Thanks for sharing and holding
Mm,
space for each other. Oh, I love that, Mary. Thank you. Hey,
yeah.
Kay Weezy, thank you also for being here. I just want to see if there's anybody. Mina is here too. Lovely to see you, Mina. We're not doing messages on this show, but I hope you've been enjoying all of this conversation. It's been a divine space that we have shared. Gavin, hello. Thank you for being here too. So we've definitely shared some divine space. Let's talk about your podcast real quick. I want to give a
Yeah.
little shout out and have everyone come and subscribe to your podcast as well. So let's go with that.
Yeah. 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 It's called Awaken with Ryan DeJonghe. On YouTube, it's under trance as in you put yourself in the trance, official, and Awaken with Ryan DeJonghe. And it's on Spotify, Apple, all of them. And it has great guests. I started with hypnotists. I know Keith was mentioning Dave Snyder. I reached out to him. People like
Oh,
that,
cool.
all the best hypnotists in the world. And then I was looking for the weird things, like one hypnotist in Australia, he had this person come into his office. She was an atheist. And then this voice came out of her, this male like voice came out of her that was Thomas. That was with Jesus. I was talking about like how Jesus was doing miracles, and like when he was feeding the fish and loaves, he wasn't multiplying the food. Instead, he was energetically feeding them. So, and again, she's still an atheist, even though the voice came out of her. Or another guy up in Scotland had a similar experience where this man came, and then these voices came out of this man. It was a woman speaking Spanish, and the man did not know Spanish. This was verified with his wife. And then so I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is what I'm after. This is that place I was at in my death experience, that unlimited realm of possibility. And so I started reaching out to other people, shaman, people like Jennifer Rose, who will be upcoming on the podcast, Awaken with Ryan DeJonghe. And yeah, it's just, we're getting deeper and deeper into that rabbit hole. And so we're getting very interesting things going on. And again, with the school too, and the podcast, creating a space for miracles. So yeah, it's really fun.
I love all of it too. It's so wonderful. What a beautiful path you've embarked on through your near-death experience, and it hasn't been the same since, right? It's beautiful, and you carry quite a beautiful presence in your energy too.
Thank you.
And I think we all can feel that from you too. So it's very palpable that I can feel your presence, your essence too. So I can tell you've been somewhere and back.
Yes.
My friend too. I'm so happy for you. This beautiful school. I want to stay connected with this, and because that work you're doing feels very special. That you're going to create so beautiful things coming up for you. So everybody, please give him a subscribe over on YouTube, Transwell Official, and you can follow him on Facebook as well. And now, if they go to your school here, what do they do next? Do they sign up for an email list or a participant?
They just click on it. It's an online community. There's an app, school app. And then so it gamifies. So you post and it gives you a certain number of points. You reply, you hit likes, you get points, and you level up that way. And I'm creating a course, right? There's different courses in there that you can have. Again, this is all free. And they do get emails. And thankfully, they limit the spam. Like as the admin owner of the school, I can only send out one email every like 4 days or something. So it's paced appropriately. Videos, and then we talked about these miracles where we're going to be sending attention to plants and eventually to people. We're doing it scientifically so we can see that it does work. We're lifting each other up in spirit and love. We'll have special guests on. And yeah, the courses will be everything from healing chronic pain to lowering anxiety to, I don't know fully where it's going. I'm just letting the guides guide me.
That's perfect. That's exactly what to do. So happy for you. Okay, we're not done yet, folks, but just a quick segue. We have 2 more shows coming up today, the Psychic Hour with Kelly Brickle and Spiritually Imperfect with Michael Christopher and Jennifer Lee. My For the Love of Spirit Sunday spiritual service is this coming Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. in the UK with our guest medium, who's actually part of Team Angel, Nancy Muratalla. We've got an inspired address, mediumship messages, poetry, group healing, music, and tons of love. Very safe, sacred space to join. So we'd love you to see. Please go to mediumjenniferrose.com to sign up and get the Zoom link. You can also join my newsletter as well. And if you want to subscribe on my YouTube channel, you can. It's at Medium Jennifer Rose. And what am I missing? On Monday night after Inner Realms, Outer Journeys, and Be in the Light is my sister show, The Love Show, and I'm interviewing the lovely psychic medium and voice actor Shannon Torrance, and we're talking about recovery from love and sex addiction. So it's another very special show to stay tuned for. So, and next Friday on Embracing Infinity, it is the day before the 4th of July in America, Independence Day. So I will be joined by my medium friends, Lynn Juno, Kelly Brickle, Fran Pierce, and Nancy Martala, and we're going to be doing a reading show next Friday on Embracing Infinity. Okay, I got all that out nice and quick.
That's now, my friend Ryan,
that's great. I know it's a lot. It just keeps on going and going and going. we're busy people. Sometimes I say we're busier than God these days, because it's just like 24/7. All right, my friend. You've shared so much beauty here today, from the time you were little and the abuse into your, coupled with your Tony Robbins tapes, up into your work as a pastor in the church, and then having your NDE and all of the miracles that your mother experienced and that was around this, keeping you alive, 74 shocks later and more angels. There's a lot of angels around you. My goodness. And then everything you've created since then, it's just this big, beautiful container of beauty. And you're doing so much good with it. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for being you. Thank you for existing.
Thank you.
I'm glad you were born in this world. Yeah. What would you like to leave us with? We're coming to a close. So any last minute words you'd like to leave us with, my friend?
Yeah, I like what's coming up for me is where Jesus in the book of Matthew looked out onto the crowd and quoted David and said, "You are God's." And so I invite everyone that listens to this or watches this just to remember who you are. Underneath the humanness, underneath the conditioning, in the center of it all, that sacred space of you is unlimited potential, power, love, and peace. That is who you are. And I invite for you to take a moment to remember that.
Amen. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for being my guest on the show here today. You really have inspired and touched us all, and will continue to as people go and watch the replay as well today. So I'm so very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. This was a blast. And I feel the love from everyone. This is so wonderful. Such a wonderful environment and sacred container that you've created here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It is. I'm very, very grateful and blessed. And thanks to all of our friends who join us. I love you so much. You're my people. So thank you for being here and all your positive energy that you always contribute in joining us here today. Thank you to the beautiful Laurie Smith for taking care of us in the background, making all of this show run smoothly. And of course, the owner of the Sacred Spiral Network, Kelly Brickle, as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you all a beautiful afternoon and evening and your Friday. Sleep with the angels for my friends across the pond over there. And have a beautiful, warm, sunshiny weekend, or stay cool if you're really hot where you are too. And love you all so much. Please, everybody, live well, love you well, and we will see you next Friday on Embracing Infinity. Thank you, Ryan. Bye, everybody.